Understand it, understand it. Believe in yourself, chosen one. You are somebody that's very, very, very anointed. Your time is now, man. Come on, man, listen. Whoever I'm talking to, you know this, the person or the people on your mind, you know they ass had mental health problems, man. They try to make you seem like you was crazy. They all was crazy. That's facts. That's on everything. You was divinely God. I told you, I'm speaking to a natural psychic. They thought because you was getting intuitive messages that you was crazy or you didn't know what you was talking about or you evil. Man, you was divinely guided the whole time. The divine is within you, man. Your angels, your answer, they always speaking to you. That's facts, man. They ass is crazy. And if I'm gonna keep it real, these crazy people, they think you so fine, man. Especially if it's an ex. You need to understand that you are somebody that's very sacred to the spiritual realm. This is why you're able to communicate with both sides. But see, when you're around the wrong different species, which is some of these humans, they try to make you fall off your course because you were sitting here, chosen one. You were sitting here by the divine. See, you're not human. You are a spiritual being living a human experience. Understand that. You are a cosmic gift, chosen one. The Most High say, whoever I'm talking to, you are a cosmic gift. Because whoever I'm talking to, you just brighten up the room or brighten up any situation whenever you step foot in it, man. That's facts. You have all the answers. You have all the light. I'm speaking to somebody that you get so much abundant downloads, man. You think that shit normal, man. That's facts. Remember, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, chosen one, because I know what it's like, man. I say you get so many abundant downloads, you just think it's normal, man. You just like, yeah. The whole time, you are a whole high priest and a high priestess out here. You are a whole spiritual teacher out here, and you just think that this stuff is normal. The Most High said you need to embrace your gifts because a lot of people don't know what you know. A lot of people can't see what you see. A lot of people can't feel what you feel. That's why the Most High chose you, chosen one. Understand that. Understand that.
This video is really about how indigo children are born awake. And your purpose is to wake up the world. And there's a reason we have this purpose. There's a reason we're born awake into usually a family that's sleeping and definitely a society that's sleeping. So first of all, what is an indigo child or indigo adult? I like to describe it in my own terms. Of course, you can Google it. There's many things about it. But the way I started discovering this years and years and years ago was because I was one of those highly sensitive kids that was labeled with ADHD. And that a lot of the time is the case for indigos, and I'm going to tell you why. One of the funny things about indigo children who often get labeled with ADHD is that the reason for that is that we learn differently. We like to do things in our own way, on our own accord. We have very strong wills, and we kind of bounce back against a system that's no longer working because we really don't have a choice. We can feel and see that it's not working, and we're here to be the change, and we're super connected to that purpose. And so we almost get confused by the fact that nobody else is going along with this. They're trying to fit us into a box that we're here to break open. So the ADD, attention dialed to a higher dimension, in my opinion, is because we're dialed to something outside of the system. It's not really, you can say, but I do have ADD. That's fine if you do, but I want you to see a more positive view of it. I seem to have outgrown whatever that was for me because I no longer have any symptoms of it other than the fact that I think differently and outside the box, and I process at a much different level in different ways emotionally, which I think is a huge gift. So hopefully you'll see that as a gift for you too if you have that. But the other thing I like to highlight about indigos is we do have emotional sensitivity, but also sensitivity to, let's say, divine intervention. A lot of us see auras from a really young age or sense things from the other side, let's just say, and can really tune into other people. And one of the things with indigos being awake to usually a family or a societal structure that is asleep is there's an extreme frustration, almost an anger, a rage that we experience early on that we don't have words for. And so many of us act out, temper tantrums. We don't know how to get the people around us to understand what we're understanding or feeling. It's super frustrating. But it's frustrating. And so until you're healed, you're constantly looking for this external validation in this world that can't give it to you because you are here to be that change. And so one of the things I like to teach people who didn't grow up with that emotional validation is how you're actually here to learn, to validate yourself so you can empower that healer within and be that change in the system, in the world, in your family structures. Indigos are here to heal that generational wounding, which looks a lot of times like a codependent narcissistic system we're in, where people are really in denial about things, really sleeping on the job, really wanting to keep the status quo, really not wanting to shake things up or bust through boundaries. But really the indigo is here to be the truth teller, because you can see right through it. It's frustrating. And so you're kind of scapegoated a lot of the time because you're made the problem, because you're highlighting the problems that are going on. And if people around you can't take responsibility and ownership of what they're doing or what's happening, they oftentimes will blame shift it onto you, and then you get stuck with that shame or that internalized blame, and you become the scapegoat child. This happens to so many indigos. And what happens as we start to grow up, we have this inner way. A lot of people do. It's not like we're special. It's just different. You have this inner way of dissecting things and almost not allowing all that doubt to sink in, but fighting it. And that fighter warrior spirit is a huge characteristic of indigo children. You're highly sensitive, but you're a warrior. You have a strong will, and that's what busts things through, because you won't stop. You literally won't stop. So one of the points of this video is to not only understand that you're born awake to a sleeping world or a sleeping society or a sleeping whatever, home life. A lot of times people come to me, their whole culture feels wrong for them. Their country feels wrong to them if they're in a repressive place, because you're here to be expressive and abundant. But the other thing is understanding that it's a good thing, even though it's a hard thing. And I like to always say, it's not like you're special, you're just different, because even specialness feels separated. It feels like an ego thing. You don't want to feel different. You don't want to feel better or worse. You want to just all feel like you're united in your differences, right? All people are different. All people have a different purpose. I've done many videos in the past about people who are born to run society and people who are born to change society. Indigos fall into this. And when you change society, you start to run the new world. So, things to think about. If you're highly sensitive and strong-willed and maybe or maybe not ever labeled with ADHD or thought you had it, you might be an indigo, and you're here to change the world and run the new world. That's my opinion. People have strong opinions about this, but I get a lot of emails about indigos, and I've been not doing this subject for a long time because of all the issues people have with saying, oh, indigo special. No. Indigo, different. Sort of the new earth that's arising. We are here to be those healers and leaders of the new way. Not right or wrong, not better or worse, different.